Hello and welcome to my review of Hypnose Senses by Lancome. This perfume, I always go straight into my reviews, I do apologise, but I just want to get straight in there rather than waffling on for ages. So this perfume came out in 2009. It was, I'd like to say, a follow-up from the original Hypnose, which came out in 2005, but it's not the same at all. It's not like it's a different version of it, it's a completely new perfume. But I think Lancome went on a big, well still do even, go on a big, Hypnose is not just a perfume, it's a makeup range as well. I think it's actually a mascara, to be honest. So it's kind of their thing. So yeah, Hypnose, wait there 1 second, I'm just going to quickly run up there and get my Hypnose, the original bottle. Bear with me 1 sec. I'll still keep talking to you while I'm going, so no, I'm not going anywhere. Ugh, right, I'm coming back. Ugh, sorry, I should have got it first, shouldn't I? But I didn't think of that at the time. So now the camera's rolling, I'm not going to stop and start again, because I'm too much of a perfectionist usually. So yeah, so it came out in 2009. I'm going to move back. Sorry, I always do that. It's a Chypre floral, or Chypre floral, however you want to pronounce it. I've explained in a couple of other reviews what a Chypre actually is, and please leave me your comments. I'm considering doing a kind of 10-point jargon buster video to try and, in that video, explain what certain words mean. There's tons of jargon when it comes to perfume, and I know when I was starting to learn about perfume, and still am, I found some of the words, like, I don't know what that means, and had to look them up, so I might do that. But anyway, I digress. I said I wasn't going to waffle on. So yeah, it came out in 2009. It's a Chypre floral, and yeah, it was a kind of next in line to the original Hypnose. I'll tell you what it's got in it. So you've got, the top notes are orange, mandarin orange, and pink pepper. So you'd think the opening is going to be very orange, but I'll talk about that after. Then the heart of the fragrance is honey, rose, and osmanthus. Osmanthus is supposed to be a very light, kind of apricot smelling flower. And then the base has got four things. You've got two very dark notes and two very sweet notes. The dark notes are French labdanum, which is a dark leathery resin, and then patchouli, which is in a lot of perfumes, which is a kind of very earthy, dark, sometimes described as hippie-ish perfume, because a lot of people in the 70s wore patchouli oil. And then you've got benzoin, which is another resin, but it's a very sweet, almost very kind of almondy, vanillic kind of resin. And then you've got tonka bean as well, which is another kind of plasticky vanilla. Not resin, sorry. Tonka bean is another kind of vanilla-y, plasticky smelling note. So you've got quite a mixture in there. Honey and perfume can always go a bit wonky on me. Honey is I think it's a really good thing to put in perfume because it does smell very natural. And in this, I'll tell you, I think it does something a bit strange to this perfume. So here's the box. Mine's a 50ml. It's actually deceptively large. The box is massive. You'd think you were getting 100 mils out of something that size, wouldn't you? Look at my hands. My hands aren't that small or large. They're quite normal size hands. It's just because the way the bottle is shaped that it's extended upwards. So it's a very shiny, peachy pink box. Hypnose Senses. It's an eau de parfum. It doesn't come in eau de toilette. It was literally just, it's eau de parfum and that's it. That also leaves a lot to be desired, because I wouldn't say it's the strongest or longest lasting perfume in the world. But yeah, Lancome Paris underneath. List of horrible ingredients on the back. I never look at them because I don't want to know what toxins are kept inside. Plain side and plain side. That's it. So the Hypnose kind of theme is something twisted. I'm not sure of the exact translation of Hypnose, but Hypnose, anything with Lancome seems to be kind of like a twisted affair. And this is the bottle. I've used a bit of it already. It's round from the top. It says Hypnose Senses on the top like that. So it's round mainly, but you can see the inside of it is much smaller. It's one of those very deceptive bottles where it looks, when it was full, it looks like you've got quite a tall amount, but it runs out quite quick. I mean, this one is kind of quite gently twisted. The other one, Hypnose, is a square twist, so it's a lot more pronounced, I guess. This is a lot more smooth, which makes sense because it's much smoother perfume, I think. It's got little facets here as well. Facets or kind of ingrained bits. It's a peachy, I'd say it's more peachy than pink. I think it was a little bit more pink when I first got it, but it has kind of changed over time. So, what does it smell like? So, yeah, the lid's kind of actually big and plastic as well. So, yeah. Anyway, so I've been wearing it all day, so it's dry right here on my wrist, and I will spray it again on this hand. So, what does it smell like? The opening of this perfume to me is something really bizarre. It smells, and only for about a minute or a minute and a half at most, like plastic. And I mean full on, if when you open a kid's new toy, plastic, kind of like kids' jelly shoes, or if you were to get, you know, like kids have those kind of beach bags, like clear plastic ones with kind of fish patterns on them, things like that. When it's a brand new plastic out of the wrapping smell, and I get that really quickly. It doesn't stay like that, so don't be alarmed. But I think what that is the honey going a bit wonky or a bit strange. I don't think honey really fits in this perfume in the slightest, but it's there, so what can you do? It's in the heart, so it smells a little bit plasticky. So when I first smelt it in the shop, I was a bit put off, but when I left is when I realised that I really liked it. So already it's already disappearing. It's that weird plastic note is already disappearing, and what emerges to me is something that I would describe it as a very romantic floral perfume. Romantic is a really good descriptive word, I think, for perfume sometimes, because sometimes they do feel like that. It's kind of a little bit fluffy. The florals in it, the rose. I would completely ignore the top notes. Pink pepper is quite zingy. Two orangey notes. No, not in the slightest. Not to me anyway. This is all about the lower notes that come out straight away, and it's a very kind of rosy. I would describe it as fluffy, cozy, really inoffensive, flowery perfume. The fact that you've got labdanum and patchouli in the base, I've got it here drying. I would say ignore that as well. The base is in no way dark or deep or earthy or leathery. It's more about the sweetest two sides of it, which is the tonka bean and the benzoin. It is much more soft than anything else. And it's astounding how quickly it changes. It goes from that weird plastic note into this real soft floral that I don't know how or where the top notes were, or even if they existed in the first place, I don't know. And also the patchouli and labdanum shouldn't even be mentioned because they must add to it in a certain way, but it's not the overall feel. The overall feel is powdery. Think of Eternity Moment by Calvin Klein, if you've ever smelt that. That's another, it's kind of pink like that as well. It has a very, dare I say, generic, kind of safe, inoffensive feel, but really pleasant, and I would call it kind of springtimey, daytime kind of scent. And that's really kind of it. It's, for an eau de parfum, the longevity is not the best. It kind of fades quite quickly on me. I don't know about your skin chemistry, it might be more, but for me it goes from top notes into romantic, gorgeous floral, into the dry down, which is basically just a real gentle, fuzzy, musky rose, and that's pretty much all it is. I like the name, I love the bottle, I think it's really, really nice, but as a perfume, I wouldn't say it's astounding, but I would say that it's really pleasant and it's very safe and something you could probably wear day to day. Okay, thanks very much. As always, if you like my reviews, please subscribe. My next review that I'm going to do is going to be with a friend, my friend Josh, who's requested that I do the review with him. It's going to be a Black Phoenix perfume, and it's their most famous perfume, so come and check it out if you're watching this after I've done it, which is going to be on Saturday. It's Tuesday today, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot, bye bye.